Hi, I'm Lee Haney, 8-time Mr. Olympia, and welcome to my home.
So we just walked into the house of Mr. Lee Haney, and this is perfect timing because we couldn't pick a better timing to come to see you in your house. This is 2 days after Mr. Olympia competition, and it wasn't just a regular Mr. Olympia competition, it was the 45th anniversary. And what was special about that day is that we had we had 11 out of the 12 Mr. Olympians on that stage. Of course, you are one of the longest men who was holding the title for one of the longest holding Mr. Olympias on the stage. And what an honor to be part of that show and to see everyone on that stage. How did that make you feel?
Well, it was very exciting to be there with all the Olympians. You know, Larry Scott, the first Mr. Olympia. Then you had, of course, Frank Zane, the Master of Illusion. You had Dorian Yates, The Blade, Ronnie. Everybody was there. It was just awesome time.
So now we're going to go into your kitchen. Your wife prepared your first meal, and we just want to see a little bit about your lifestyle, how you start your day, what you eat in the morning. We want to show the viewers how you live.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. So here we are in the kitchen with the lovely wife of Mr. Haney, Shirley, who just prepared his breakfast. And normally we just found out he eats breakfast much earlier, but today is a special occasion. He was kind enough to wait for us. He's a very hungry man. And Shirley, what did you make for Mr. Lee?
He has this morning 3 scrambled eggs with mozzarella cheese and sliced apples and 2 whole wheat raisin toast with honey.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds delicious, looks delicious. Enjoy your breakfast.
Thank you.
And tell us, is that how he eats every day, or what normally?
Well, normally breakfast, if not eggs, he would have like cereal,
oatmeal,
eggs. That's about it.
Regular bodybuilding stuff, right?
Good bodybuilding stuff.
Okay. Well, enjoy your breakfast. We're going to take the cameras off for a second. Once you're done, we're going to take it to show a little bit more of your house.
All right. Okay.
Good.
So we're still in the kitchen. Lee just finished his delicious breakfast, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his day as far as food is concerned. Just give us a little bit more info about, we know what you have for breakfast, but then what is your next meal? How often do you eat? What kind of diet regime do you follow? What kind of lunch and dinner would you normally have?
Okay. Well, one of the things that I always try to do is eat good quality food. I don't believe in eating junk. I think if you eat a lot of junk, you're going to have a junky physique.
Exactly.
So quality in, quality out. So as you see, breakfast was eggs, protein, fiber, apples. Then, of course, you had the wheat raisin toast, which is carbohydrate with honey. So perfect combination there. Lunch will consist of fish. I love salmon in the off season. You know, right now I do a lot of salmon. You know, of course, training for competition, you have to do more cod, halibut, tuna, that sort of thing. Leaner. So I like the salmon for, the oils and so forth for the joints and heart health.
It's very good for you.
Yeah. Then also sweet potatoes, maybe for lunch. Then I have a mixed green salad and some water. Then the meal between lunch and dinner would consist of maybe a protein shake with some walnuts. Sometimes it includes yogurt and walnuts mixed together, a nice apple or pear. So it's always quality food. And for dinner, I'll have maybe some chicken with brown rice, My wife liked to do a mixture of like stir-fried chicken and rice using safflower oil or canola oil. Also, she'll mix some green veggies in there to stir fry those. It may be broccoli sometime, or then it may be carrots, onions, that sort of thing.
Lots of vegetables.
Lots of vegetables, lots of fiber. Because one of the things I really stress when I'm talking to young athletes is make sure you keep high fiber in the diet. That's why we rely heavily upon sweet potatoes, spinach, mixed green veggies, and so forth, and whole wheats such as the rice, let's say natural rice, brown rice.
Yes.
All of these things are high in fiber, which is very important for heart health, because a lot of the young athletes use a lot of red meat in their diet. So if you're going to use high red meat, high diet with red meat, you got to have fiber for heart health.
Yeah.
So that's very important. And then drinking plenty of water. I always emphasize drinking, anywhere between 10 to 12 glasses of water a day, and more if needed.
So do you think that a lot of bodybuilders, does it still happen that a lot of bodybuilders eat, just like we talked earlier, a lot of junk, they gain a lot of weight off season, and then they have to work twice as hard to take it off? Did you ever have that kind of problem, or were you always trying to stay like with clean diet and just gain good weight off season?
Right, I've always tried to make sure I stay with a clean diet. I always wanted to be within striking distance, so I would generally train around 15 pounds over competition weight. And that way you never have to use these crazy ketosis diets. So guys are eating green beans and chicken, and it's misery. I never did that. I would train on as many as 300 to 400 grams of carbohydrates a day. Always happy, always having fun. Carbohydrates, so that'll give you energy. It also saves you from losing muscle size, which you got to have. You got to have the carbohydrates for the energy output, for the workload. Then you need the protein there to help replenish and build new muscle. But if the carbohydrates are not there, guess what? The body's going to feed on the muscle. Yeah. So this is also the type of program that Gaspari used. I think me and Rich Gaspari, we followed the same philosophy. We were training partners, so we never went into these misery type of diets. You only do that when you get fat.
That's right.
These guys, some guys, they end up being 40 and 50 pounds over competition weight. Then they have to train so hard and put their bodies through all of the stress in order to get the body fat down. That's ridiculous. You lose all of the muscle in the process of trying to get rid of the body fat. So be smart, stay within striking distance. And my motto is, if you can't flex it, don't carry it. If you can gain 20 pounds and see your abs, great. Yeah. If you gain 30 pounds and see your abs, great. If you gain 5 pounds and no abs, then guess what? You're too fat. Yeah. You need to increase some aerobics, cut back, and, have some quality calories.
So there's the saying, you are what you eat. And
that's right.
Exactly.
You eat fat, guess what? You're going to be a fat boy.
So there's a message for all the guys who are trying to gain too much weight off season. Don't do it. Stay to quality and eat clean. Eat clean all year. Be a bodybuilder year round. Don't be just a bodybuilder before the show.
Mm-hmm. Right? That's exactly right. Year round. Always on the job. Always pursuing the task of being the very best you can be.
There we go. Thank you very much.